Hey everyone, welcome to Toons. I'm Luke, and in today's episode covering the Annecy International Animation Festival, I'm going to be breaking down a bunch of shorts. Now, there were a lot of shorts at Annecy Online this year. There were 5 official programmes for the shorts, there were some off-limit shorts, there was some perspective shorts, there was some young audience shorts, and of course there was the graduation shorts. Now, that was a lot of shorts to get through, and for this video I'm mainly going to be focusing on the official shorts as well as some of the young audience award shorts. There were some great shorts in the other categories, but I wasn't able to get through all of them, so I didn't really want to start picking and choosing my favourites when I hadn't really seen the entire selection. Obviously in these 6 categories of shorts, so I watched all 5 of the official programmes of shorts as well as the entirety of the Young Audience Award programme. Obviously 6 programmes is a lot to get through, so I'm not going to be talking about every short. I'm really just going to be giving you my highlights and telling you the ones that I enjoyed, and maybe you'll be able to check them out in the future. I know Annecy is ending very soon, probably not long after this video is going to be uploaded, so I do realise that this video won't be very informative for some people, but it's more just a review and looking back on the shorts that Annecy had to offer and the shorts that I enjoyed and I thought were worth a mention. The directors' names will be on the bottom of the screen because I am not able to pronounce most of them, which is unfortunate. If it was only 1 or 2 names, I would have tried to learn them, but there's quite a lot of names to get through, so I thought it would be just best to display them on the screen. De Passant, or The Passenger, was featured in Shorts 2. This film depicts the story of a tragic accident and tells the story from the point of view of a passerby in the aftermath of that event. The main character in question goes back and forth up and down a road, and every time you see them pass the accident, you brace yourself in anticipation to find out what's happening next. I thought it was a really interesting idea and I thought it was very well done. Genius Loci was featured in Shorts 1 and mainly tells the story of a woman out in the city at night, and is her experience of events that happened to her and seeing a guide to take her through the night. It's incredibly visual interesting, very vibrant, and a mix of different styles that all blend incredibly well together. Hot Flush from Shorts 3 tells the story of a local weatherwoman who's experiencing a hot flash during a local snowstorm, and the film has a very light-hearted take on this topic and portrays it in a very humorous way that I really enjoyed. Rebooted, also in Shorts 3, tells the story of an out-of-work stop-motion skeleton in the style of Ray Harryhausen, and how he tries to find work for himself in the current CGI-focused movie-making industry. This film is really great, it's really fun, and it's also available for free on YouTube, so I encourage you to check that out, because everyone can. The Town was in Shorts 2, and tells the story of an alternate society where beauty standards are all focused on people who are able to get this specific plastic surgery treatment involving masks, and it was about the class system, and it was like a commentary on beauty standards in China, and specifically everyone who had this treatment, you noticed their face were a lot whiter, and I think it's common on maybe some of the face lightening creams and just other beauty standards that are prevalent in most countries, but specifically in China today. Homeless Home was in Shorts 4. Tells the story of a witch and a demon having an affair behind the backs of her husband who is abusive. This had a really nice illustrative style which felt at home in the world that the film created with the witches and the demons. The Zillas Have a Picnic was featured in Shorts 4 and depicts a family of Godzilla-like monsters arriving at a city and deciding that it had overgrown in the last 1,000 years and decide to de-weed the city, and of course chaos ensues. It's very light-hearted, very short but very fun. To Gerard was in Shorts 5 and shows the story of a little boy who was once inspired by a magic trick and how once he is grown must use that magic trick to inspire another child. Yo was also in Shorts 5 and was about a man with a very strict daily routine. And one day he sees something different that will change his life forever and cause him to break that routine. It was a really fun concept. The thing in which that breaks him out of his routine is such a small, mundane thing that most people probably wouldn't even look past, and even someone with a strict routine probably wouldn't think twice about it, and it's fun and somewhat tragic to see the extremes he takes the idea to. Friend of a Friend was in shorts 5 and depicts a party where after a brief altercation with a friend of a friend, a man kidnaps another man at a party and is able to explore his sexuality, and there's some strange case of Stockholm Syndrome. The film itself is very weird, but it tells a story in a really intriguing way and is very colourful and vibrant. I really like the style of the film. Moving into the young audience category, I really like the film Like and Follow. It features the somewhat cliche idea of a child being glued to their phone and how they're missing the world around them, but I do think the way that this film chose to depict it, the style it used, I thought was quite interesting, and I've never seen it done before, and there is a bit of a twist at the end which recontextualizes the whole short and is actually a really fun play on an idea which I personally have felt is quite tired, but this film manages to reinvigorate it and it does something new with the concept, and it's really fun to watch. And speaking of like and follow, if you've not done so yet and you're enjoying this video, give it a like. And if you want to follow me for more, well, on YouTube that's called subscribe, so hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Alright, back to the video. The Tomten and the Fox was a lovely sweet short set at Christmas and was about a fox who is just looking for food. And when he finds a house that's filled with food and they have a farm with cows and chickens, it seems like he's finally going to be able to fill his stomach. But as the title suggests, he does of course run into a Tomten that doesn't really want to let him eat the hens, but may just have something to help satiate his hunger. It's a really sweet short that's set at Christmas, it's beautifully rendered, it's about a beautiful friendship. It's just really nice short. I really enjoyed this one. Cinema Rex is set in 1930s Palestine in a cinema called Rex and features the tale of a young Jewish boy befriending a young Muslim girl, bonding over the experience of falling in love with movies. And of course the film is touching on ideas of racism and how it's ingrained more in society and it's less a natural instinct, as these two kids, not understanding the concept of the society they live in, are more than happy to be friends regardless of the other's religion. This film is important historically, it teaches kids about deep things, but it also just depicts a great love of cinema, and you see the kids in lots of different classic 30s films across lots of different genres. And finally, Matilda and the Spare Head is a film about a very brainy girl, although not that Matilda, and how after studying and studying and studying, she fills up her head with so much knowledge that there's no more room, and so her mother orders her a spare, larger head from the department store, and is about all the chaos that ensues from that situation. Overall, there's been a lot of great shorts and great things to watch at Annecy 2020 online, and I've only scratched the surface with films here. There were a lot more short films on offer. There were more films that I enjoyed, but these were just ones that were particular standouts to me, and I just wanted to let you know about them. Now, like I did mention earlier, Annecy is almost over, but this is not the end of the Annecy videos. I will be doing 1 or 2 more film reviews, and of course I'm going to do a nice big Annecy roundup at the end. But for now, that is it for this video. So thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. Thanks for watching Tube of Tunes. If you want more from the channel, hit subscribe. If you want to keep up to date with what's going on, follow us on our socials. Hope you liked it. Cheers.